should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the New England Patriots. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The Patriot offense ready to go to work for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback in his second year with New England at 11th overall, the former MVP Cam Newton.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. And caught by Henry. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
He's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Newton. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. These two teams, Charles, the Jets and the Patriots, great rivals in the AFCs going back to the beginning of the Super Bowl era. Been a long time. But, of course, in the recent memory, the Patriots, they have dominated, and that's capital D dominated. But, you know, change comes eventually, and the Jets have got a new coach, new quarterback, and this rivalry, you feel like it could get very interesting again in a hurry.
Absolutely, because as we learned in 2020, it's no longer Tom Brady is guaranteed to win the division because he's no longer there, and we saw Buffalo take command in 2020. So this division, more open than it's been for the last 20 years or so.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, week 2, and this New York Jets ball club already, Charles, halfway to their 2020 win total thanks to their win last week in Carolina.
Yeah, they opened the season with a win on the road, and now they're back here at MetLife Stadium in front of those friendly home fans. And how sweet would it be for this team to get up to a 2-0 start at the expense of the New England Patriots.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They juked him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, Charles, week 2, and we saw this rookie running back in week 1 really put on a show, over 100 yards in his NFL debut. That's great and all, but he set a pretty high bar for himself to try to follow this week.
He certainly does, Brandon, but I expect him to actually reach that bar, maybe even exceed it, because there's a reason he was a top 3 pick in the draft. He was one of the best runners I'd seen in recent years come out. All the talent in the world, great work ethic, and let's face it, fresh legs, fresh mind, excited about the challenge.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Throwing is Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They begin with Michel on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? And to the surprise of many, the New England Patriots made a huge splash in free agency, and on the first day, they added Hunter Henry from the Chargers. 5 years there, career-high 60 catches last year. He expects that number to go up in New England.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, here's White. Now White lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he's out right at the 25. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now they try the right side here. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And it's a room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So plenty of that. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happened, he's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. Third down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now a handoff looking right. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Gonzalez. The extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. On first down, it's White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Being chased out left. A strong running. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they try the right side here. Stays on his feet, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Gets past one man. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. Gets around him. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for him. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken the lead. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only to 1st, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the 1st down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give them an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Hold on to this one. Touchback. So Newton and the Patriots down by 8. 2:19 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton got the connection here to Bourne. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Newton. Gets this to Myers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're running it. It's Michelle. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cam to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Myers. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. This one down to the edge of the red zone. Newton, they keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Another good gain. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. stop shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Wilson wants to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Corey Davis, the intended receiver.